on desktop as a web application, but we also wanted to respond on mobile devices as well. And we want our team to actually work together and collaborate on this rather than having a couple people do all that stuff.
Louder, please.
So these are our roles. We have been given by Credera. They want us to work in pairs, basically, on these four different parts of the project. Right now, for our first iteration, this is our role setup. We have UI development, we have backend development, we have database development, and then continuous integration. So we have everyone kind of split off based on Credera, but we are having fluidity, and we're going to all kind of switch up and work different parts of it possibly throughout, so we know kind of the whole application in a wholesale manner and not just know one part of the application. We get more of a bigger experience, so it'll change. So the technology we're going to be using for this project is going to be, we're going to be using Heroku for testing, and we're going to be using React on our client side. Java Spring Framework is our database on the server side, and we're going to be using MongoDB in order to access the database. For our first iteration, we're going to try and get our repository set up on GitHub so we can actually work together remotely. We're going to have our Heroku and Jenkins, one and the other, set up so we can do our continuous integration. We're also going to be finishing up the construction of our user profiles, which means we have our owner profiles, the ones who are going to be the client, and the sitter profiles, the ones who actually be doing the pet sitting. Both of those we want to have different information and credentials. We want us to have the database designed and set up, and we want the ability to actually store this info for the pets for the owners so that you can know things about the pets and everything like that. And now for our project backlog, overall we have some ideas of what we want to do, and Credera is going to give us more information tomorrow during our conference about things that we need to include. But right now our expectations, we're going to have a registration and sign-in functionality, so you can sign in as either an owner or as a sitter. You can also, we want to have a nice and approachable home page that's inviting and allows customers and sitters to come in and use the UI as a good presentation, basically. And then we want to be able to schedule availability and have different information so that pet sitters can, when you search as an owner, you can find pet sitters that fit your area, level of proximity, as well as availability. We also want the ability to find and review pet sitters, so you'll be able to find a pet sitter that's of a certain class, and basically kind of how Uber does. And then security, we know security is actually important because we're having addresses and location. So it's important that we're going to have strong security in our application. And that's our presentation.